Lauren and I met actually through Instagram, but we had mutual friends, and I'm a big fan of LA, and I go there a lot for workshops. So when she reached out, it was a perfect fit. And I really enjoy having her kind of feedback in terms of also the lifestyle world, being an actress, a lot of demands in terms of organizing and what to wear. So that's why I'm so excited to have her on my channel today.
Thank you so much for having me on, Jane. I'm excited to learn from you.
I'm Jane Stoller. I'm a Life Biz organizer, and I'm so glad that you landed on this channel. For the best organizing advice and hopefully inspirational tips, please hit the bell below to be notified when I post a new video every week. And today I have a very special guest, Lauren, and I'm going to let her do the introductions.
Thank you so much, Jane. So cool to be on your show. I've been a fan of you for a while now on Instagram, and it's just really cool to kind of be virtually meeting you and seeing your beautiful closet. I love it. I love it. And being home during this time, I wanted to ask her 5 tips for organization during the quarantine.
This is the time where we do have some time to be organized and decluttering. But this topic has been really big. And first and foremost, I want to say you don't have to take this time to get organized. There's no pressure. A lot of us are more stressed than usual. But if you do want to, it's a great opportunity. So my first tip is really write down the most stressful organizing thing or habit that you know you want to change. So write that down. And usually it's something that is blocking you from maybe starting a business, maybe, going into the attic, whatever it may be, write that down because you want to start there.
So what is that? I don't know what it would be. How do you get to that?
A lot of you just really, I would sit down, maybe even ask your family and friends if you're quarantined or if you can do a virtual, house party with them. But really ask them, where do you think I'm most disorganized? Or yourself, think deep down, what stresses you the most? It might be the closet you see every morning. Like I said, it could be the attic, or it could be your inbox or your time. So really sit down, take some time and reflect on that.
What would your second tip be?
My second tip is just spend a little bit of time every day organizing. Set a timer. If you said it's the closet that's stressing you out the most, which is a lot of us have that. I'm in my closet now, and it's nice because I'm a professional organizer. But I would say set an alarm for 50 minutes or half an hour and just start on that organizing task. That's my second tip. Just get started. It doesn't have to be the whole day. 10, 15, 30 minutes and start today.
What if everything is bad? How do you decide what you're going to start first?
Yeah, if everything is bad, especially, let's say at a house, my tip there would be, again, maybe categorize. Marie Kondo talked a lot about that. Let's say you start with all your blouses or all your books. Get them all, put them all on the floor and start there.
So take them all out of that closet, you think?
Exactly.
Wow, okay.
And I don't do everything in your closet, maybe just that one category so you don't feel overwhelmed.
Uh-huh. And what's your third tip?
My third tip during quarantine is to get your digital photos organized. A lot of us have, thousands of those on our phone. We take multiples. We don't look good in them. We're send screenshots. This is the time you might have a little bit more time to do this. It's going to take hours. I'm not going to lie, but you got to start somewhere. Once you get them a little bit down to a manageable level, create a system per month and per event, and never ever let it get as bad as it is today.
Oh, that might take longer than quarantine.
It could. I'm not going to lie. It's going to take some serious dedication, but it'll save you in the long run. And you'll finally be able to show your friends the picture when you look so great in that outfit because you'll have it organized.
And what's your fourth tip?
My fourth tip is, we talked a lot about stuff, from closets to attics. And then digitally, we talked about photos. A lot of people, I'm going to keep on the digital train. The fourth tip is your email inbox. So that's one that you can tackle during this time. It will probably make you feel better. Plus, when we come out of quarantine, I feel like we're going to be bombarded because everyone's going to be back to work and sending emails. I don't know about you, but right now I'm not getting as many spam emails even. Take the time to organize and declutter that inbox so you're not stressed when we come out of this.
And what are your tips for doing that? Because that's I don't know how I'm even going to get to that part.
Oh, one of my tips, when I was in LA a month ago, I did a digital workshop, and one of the girls in there, she actually owns a very successful makeup company, and she had 136,000 emails in her inbox that were unread.
That's me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we had to actually sit down, and I said, look, we're going to both delete all of these. I know. And then she said, no. And I said, why? And you have to dig a little bit. I said, what? She's like, because I can't. And I said, what's important to you? And she said, I have emails in there from my husband when we first met. I was like, okay, great. So we searched his name. We made a file for that. We put it in there. And I was like, okay, what's the next reason? She's like, well, my customers. And like, I'm like, well, are they on a CRM? She's like, yes. So we kind of drilled down on a few things that made her stressful. One of them was a romantic one, of course. But we drilled down, and then after that, we just both deleted probably the 120,000 that were left.
How did you so my thing is that I have some work emails, and I don't know how to separate like the work emails or the fan emails that I want to save. Those are business leads. I want to save them. How do you organize all those?
First, yeah, you got to get to a manageable level first. So if you can't bulk delete, if it's not an option, even though I say people will contact you again, but really you're going to have to start with creating a work and personal folder. That might be what you need to really do, or even get a separate email, but maybe not. Start with that separation, and then throw things simply like, highlight a column if you have Google Mail, drop those all into work, get that separated first. And then from there, make your lists.
Wow. And what would be, I think we're on tip, is it 4 now?
That's the 4th, yeah.
Oh, this is 4th. Okay, what's the 5th one?
The 5th tip, well, I say I want you to make organizing fun. And that's my tip in all of my life. People ask me, do I organize daily? Yes, because it's just a part of my routine. So during this time in quarantine, if you have kids or family, or if you're alone, drink a glass of champagne while you're organizing. Set a timer, put some music. I don't want you to think of it as a task. I want you to think about this most stressful place you talked about in the beginning. Start today. A lot of us, it's the closets. And the last, going on with that tip too, is when you're getting rid of stuff, think about who else can use it. Especially today, our economy might not come out of this as stronger. People are going to be needing maybe stuff that you can give them that you're not using. So really think about that when you're donating or putting things in a donate bin. So Lauren is based in LA, and all of her details will be linked below. But where is the best place they can find you?
I want my Lauren.
I want my Lauren. Perfect. Yeah, that's so
awesome.
Simple. I love it. So yeah, again, all the details below, and you can contact you directly through there. And thanks so much for being here, and we'll see you. We'll see Lauren next week, but you'll see me again next week.
Thanks, Jane.
Thank you.
Thanks.